With the oil pump primer out of the way, the distributor can go in its place. When you look at the distributor, you'll see that the rotor is connected to the distributor shaft. The distributor gear is also connected to that shaft. The gear in the distributor and the gear in the camshaft are both helical gears. When the distributor slides in place and the teeth of the distributor gear mesh with the camshaft gear, the rotor will move slightly as the helical gear teeth interlock.
In a perfect world, the slot in the distributor gear will engage the slot in the oil pump drive shaft, which is already fit into the oil pump. Usually this won't happen on the first try, which will mean the distributor may not seat all the way down flush with the block. This is because the oil pump drive rod might not be in the right position to perfectly line up with the bottom of the distributor gear. During pre-assembly, we rotated the oil pump drive rod by hand and the distributor dropped all the way down. Now that the oil pan's in our way, we're going to need to rotate the oil pump drive shaft by hand from the top of the engine. If you have one, the best thing to use is an oil pump primer rod. You can slip it into the distributor hole and move the oil pump drive rod a little bit. Only move it like a 1/16 of an inch at a time. Then give the distributor another try. If it won't drop down yet, pull it and rotate the drive rod a little bit more by hand and then try the distributor again. You want to hold the body of the distributor in the same position each time though.
Eventually, the distributor gear will engage the cam gear. It will rotate slightly as it interlocks with the cam gear and slip right in place once it lines up with the oil pump drive shaft. Now your distributor should be fully seated flush with the block or intake manifold.
Now that the distributor is in, let's have a look at the rotor that's bolted to the top of the distributor shaft. The goal is to get the distributor to slip into place and have the rotor pointing maybe in the general direction of the number 1 piston. If your rotor tip is pointing in some other direction, the distributor is still installed correctly. You'll just need to make a mental note of where the distributor is pointing. We'll explain why later on. If you want to pull it again and try and get it to drop down flush and have the rotor pointing towards your number 1 cylinder, then go ahead, take your time. When you're happy with it, let's deal with the spark plug wires.